I've never witnessed a game where there was 5 turnovers and the team that turned the ball over that many times still won. Welcome to Pigskin Passion TV. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba. It's season 2, episode number 86. And guys, we back. We back for another week of Survivor. And guys, if you're still in Survivor now, pat yourself on the back because a lot of people have went by the wayside. And last week was less than a chaotic week. It was pretty good. The Black Mamba survived and we lived to see another week. And we back at it again, guys. And at this point in Survivor, all picks are risky picks. There's no safe pick because more than likely your number one pick isn't available because you've already used them. So we have to go with our second, our third, or sometimes even our fourth choice because the pickings are starting to get slim. And this is where it gets good and fun and the strategy comes in. And just jumping into this week, guys, unless you have the obvious choice, which is the Detroit Lions playing the Jacksonville Jaguars, all these other games, you got to kind of go to the Waffle House and do a little studying and see which team you like the best. So with that said, let's jump right into my 3 picks this week. My third choice this week is the Los Angeles Rams versus the New England Patriots. I can't pick the Rams. I've already picked them. But if I had to go with a road team, which I am going with the road team, you'll see here in a bit, this was my number one team. The Rams, they just played on Monday, and they just couldn't get right against the Miami Dolphins. They got into the red zone numerous times on Monday and just couldn't score. They couldn't punch it in. They had their chances. Normally, I don't like road favorites, but I think we can trust the Rams in this game against the Patriots. And one reason why is because every game for the Rams here out is like a playoff game. It's must win. They got to win to get to the playoffs and keep their hopes alive. So with the offensive firepower that they have, I like the Rams to pretty much dominate the New England Patriots. My next pick at number 2 is the Miami Dolphins versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Using Miami or the Rams is probably not a comfortable feeling this week, being that they played Monday night. But I like what the Dolphins are doing right now. Since Tua has been back, the offense has been able to put points on the board. I think they've scored over 25 points a game since he's been back. And on Monday, the defense actually came around and they played really well against the Los Angeles Rams. I wasn't expecting that defense to step up like they did. And if they can play like that this week, it's hard for me to see the Raiders putting up a whole lot of points. And with that said, I think Miami should dominate this game. They're in Miami. They have no reason, if they play like they played on Monday, this not to be an easy win for them. My number one pick, and the pick that I've been at the Waffle House and I think I'm going to go with, is the Houston Texans versus the Dallas Cowboys. And guys, right now, Houston is the best team in Texas. And no Dak Prescott means very few points for the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas offense was so pitiful last week. They were awful. They averaged less than 3 yards a play. And the Texans, they should have had an easy win last week against the Detroit Lions. They had 5 interceptions versus Jared Goff. But the problem was the offense. They struggled. I've never witnessed a game where there was 5 turnovers and the team that turned the ball over that many times still won. So that shows you how much of a struggle it was for the Texans. They should have a bit of a boost this week with Nico Collins. I think he's going to be back in the lineup. And if Houston offense shows up this week, this should be an easy Texans victory. So with that said, I'm going all out. Houston, I'm going with them as my pick. And let's just go in here. I think I had somebody else pick. I had the Minnesota Vikings pick this week. They play the Tennessee Titans. I'm skeptical about that game after watching Minnesota last week, and they are playing in Tennessee. So that's why I shied away from this game. And let me go in here and make the Texans my pick for this week. All right, and here we are. The Texans versus the Cowboys. And there were a couple of people that lost last week in this league. I don't know who they picked, but now this league has 995 people out of 5,533. So we're halfway through and this thing is dwindling down. It's less than 20% of the participants still available. And hopefully I can continue. As you see here, for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, for the next 4 weeks, we have 1 pick. Once you make it to week 15, then you start making 2 picks. So hopefully I can continue to make good picks, and I'll come back next week and we'll see who is the best available. And guys, there we have it. I hope that you guys that are still in Survivor have a great week and your team wins. And before I get out of here, do me a favor. Spike that like, comment, subscribe. And it's your boy, the Black Mamba, out.